Rose Helps You Hear. This is a YouTube channel that's going to introduce you to hearing aids and provide all kind of information to keep them going, keep them clean, and help you hear your best. So today for you, I have a few hearing aid components and some cleaning detergents to help you keep them clean. The best things, in my opinion, to use on a hearing aid and what you should be doing every day in general. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the cleaning brush. So the cleaning brush is usually something with a hard bristle on it. Sometimes they come with these nice rare earth magnets to extract batteries, and then there's always, not always, but very useful, sometimes there's a little loop on the end of the brush here to dig out wax from the hearing aids. So we'll talk about how to use that in just a moment. My second favorite tool for battery operated hearing aids is a battery tester. So it's not always going to have the actual percentages on the sides here, but the way that you use it is you hold the battery with the minus side down and the plus side up, and you push it up to this little gold tooth, and then it will register on the bars right here. So I'm going to show you that really quick. So here I have a size 312 brown battery, and there's my little plus sign there. I'm going to hold it up to the little tester, and you can see the bar is showing it's at about 100%. Another nice thing about this tester is it's got a little drawer so that you can go ahead and stow a spare battery or have somewhere to put your dead battery, because you shouldn't be throwing that in the trash. You should be recycling batteries in the state of California. They are not good for eating either, so you want to keep them out of the reach of kids. If you're not really interested in the tester, but you find that you're running out of batteries quite often and not having room for them in your wallet or your purse, they also make these great little battery caddies, and you just pull the little lid and you have a couple little drawers where you can stow those away, and then you can hang it on your keychain. So that's kind of nice. It's called a battery caddy. As we're heading into warmer months, you might find that you're perspiring a lot or sweating onto your hearing aids, and we have a propensity to have a lot more shorts or hearing aids dying because it's too hot. So one of my favorite products is called Ear Gear. It's basically a little wetsuit for your hearing aid. It's actually made of neoprene, which is the same stuff that surfers have to go out into the water. And you just want to make sure that you change the sleeve if it does become saturated. There's some nice directions on the back for you. You can find products like this on Amazon, or sometimes your audiologist might carry them for you. They run about $25 for retail. I always recommend you get 2 pairs so that you can have one in the wash and one on your aids. Okay, another item here. This is my favorite cleaning spray. It's called hearing aid spray, but it's a terrible name because you never want to spray directly on a hearing aid. You always want to spray onto a tissue, couple spritzes, and then you want to wipe down the tip of the hearing aid. So I'm taking my spritz tissue and I'm just wiping down that silicone top, which is called a dome. That's the technical term. And once you're done wiping it down, getting the wax off of this part, you also want to take your handy dandy brush and brush any little holes that you see on the hearing aid. So that little hole, this little hole, and that little hole. Those are called microphones. I know, great technical term. So I'm just kind of brushing these, pretty gently, not going crazy, but just to kind of free up any sort of debris that is built up in those crannies. It's also okay to brush over your button if you have a button on the hearing aid. That way it doesn't freeze up on you over time. If you have a rechargeable hearing aid, it still might have a button, and this one has a few different holes. This is a Resound Quattro hearing aid. That last one was an Oticon open hearing aid. So you just want to brush over the face of it here. And then, if you do see some debris, even after you've wiped it down on the dome, you want to kind of brush the very tip where the sound comes out. You can also spray down on a tissue and then wipe this little part, which is called the retention line, which will sit in this part of your ear pointing backwards to keep the hearing aid in your ear. It's very important to make sure that that is secure and not sticking out like an antenna. You want to make sure it's actually in your ear so that it's tucked away and holding your hearing aid tight. The last thing, second to last thing I have for you today is a little sample of something called an audio wipe. Audio wipes are great. They are basically your spray on a tissue, so it's great for travel. You can find audio wipes on Amazon as well, or at your hearing care professional, audiologist, hearing aid dispenser. Okay, the last thing I have, this is for daily use or nightly use for battery operated hearing aids. It does not say that you have to remove the battery, but basically it is a little jar of silica beads. You remove the plastic first. You're gonna open the hearing aid up all the way, like so. And let's see, we'll put our battery in there just for show. And then you stick it on top of the screen at nighttime. The most important part of this is to make sure you cup the lid nice and tight, or else it won't do the job. Overnight, while it's in this little canister, the moisture is going to be absorbed into the silica beads and not in your hearing aid. So it will prolong the life of your hearing aid and help to keep it running good. Another great use for these beads is for rechargeable hearing aids. So if you accidentally jump in the shower with this thing, didn't realize it was in your ears, and then start to worry that the water got on it, you immediately want to power it down by usually holding a button that's on the hearing aid for several seconds, maybe 6 seconds, until you can hear that the sound has gone off. Put it in the drawer, in the tub, and then cup the lid tight. You want to leave it there for 24 hours before you try to power it on again. And of course it's going to need a charge, so you'll want to put it back in the charger. So if it still doesn't come on after that, then you have to come and see me. But, you know, it's not so bad. All right, that's going to be the conclusion for today's video, and every day I'm going to try to post something new. If you guys have any recommendations or any questions for videos, please put that in the comments below. And as always, please comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that little bell so that you can see me every day. Thank you, everyone. Have a great one.